good. He seems very good-hearted, sweet.
He is. He tries really hard, and but his dressage is for sure his weakest, without a doubt. I mean, he can jump the moon.
Oh yeah, we saw the jumping videos, and we're like, oh,
I mean, he can just jump.
He can jump.
And he's very straightforward, and he's willing to do it. But his dressage is definitely his weak point.
Well, the nice thing about dressage is that you can fix it. Like it's much harder to teach a horse to jump than it is to teach a horse how to flat.
Yeah, and so that's where he's lacking. I mean, definitely in the flat.
Yep.
I mean, that's
press along with the legs, yeah. So I think the trick is, I haven't mastered it yet, obviously, to keep him forward and light in the hand and drive him up into the bridle, but that bridle's got to be very soft, otherwise he'll disappear. Turn your thumbs up, get your elbows in, yep, just kick him along. Yeah, he's a little bit bottom heavy. You can tell he resists just a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Because he's just a little bit ewe-necked, which, you know, again, you can fix. Good. Good, there you go. Up, press. Elbow in. No reason to have wide hands. So how'd you guys find this place? Like, how'd you guys get into eventing and all that kind of stuff?
Well, Martin's been here forever. How long have you been here, Martin?
Press off the right, half halt left.
My daughter started in 5th grade, and we started at this other little barn, and she was there a couple years, and then we met Joni, who is Grayson's trainer now, and she has been here since she was a kid. She's 31 or 2, and
shorten your reins. See how he's getting a little bit, do you feel how he's getting a little bit ears first on you? So there you want to kind of push him up a little bit, but be soft so that he kind of wants to hold himself up and come into it instead of leaning over and hanging on it. That's why you've got to have the soft elbows, because otherwise he'll just hang on it, which I learned. There. Good. How's that feel?
nice.
Okay, good. You can go into rising trot whenever you want. I'll let you just flat him and I'll just talk as you go.
Now, this barn has a long history of training young eventers. One of the best in the state.
The trot's cuter than it felt, which is good. I mean, it's just bouncy.
From a scoring perspective, yes, maybe, but
Yep, just light with his hands, just forward, 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 forward. Always shorten your reins just a smidge and kind of unlock your elbows, bring your shoulders back some. She fits him well.
She does fit him well.
Maybe in the camera better. Here. Half halt right? Yeah, there, good. A little bit more gas, he's dragging his toes a smidge. I know it's deep through there.
Is that a more comfortable frame for him?
The longer?
Yeah.
Looks like it.
Okay.
it is pretty heavy going. Avoid it as much as possible.
Stay out there.
Yeah, but don't let him lean and don't let your reins get too long. There's a difference between a long frame and a just kind of, don't let it get sloppy. How about that? You want him to just keep carrying himself. Yep. Yeah, there you go. They're just gentle on that right. Less on the left. You feel how he asks you to kind of pull on it a little? Kind of have to hold out there and make him, I think he asks because he wants you to hold him up just a smidge. So don't let him do that, and just press. Keep your hands high, don't yank him in the face. Here. Press off that left leg.
It's almost there. It's just that first stop.
Yep. All right. There it is. Like, what are the, when you get, do you have any copies of his dressage tests on you?
Yeah, I'm sure Grayson
Okay.
has some.
Okay.
There about to even be one in the trailer.
Okay. Yeah, that's better.
My leg feels really nice on him, actually.
Yeah, he's not barreled. He's not really barrely. Oh, you might want to shorten your girth. It looks like he's it's gapping a little bit. Yeah, he's fine. Yeah, it seems like he'll stand for most anything, which is nice.
Yeah, he's a good boy. He's very very sweet.
I think you do very well in your hands from what I
Thanks.
saw of you on you know.
Trying. I know that there's always stuff to fix, and it drives me crazy that there's always going to be stuff to fix on me. But it's the art of it. No perfection, just better. Press off that right leg. Don't let him talk you into pulling. He's asking for it. Soften and press forward.
No, you managed them very nicely.
Yeah. Thank you. Press and gentle. Less with the little nabs, more with the leg. He kind of almost goes a bit like Bandit, huh?
Yeah, he does. Like a big bandit.
Bandit's another paint horse that we have at the barn.
Oh, really?
Yeah, which is funny that they go similarly.
Uh-huh.
Because Bandit looks nothing like him.
Really?
Bandit's the most upside down, goofy looking thing, but he's a wonderful jumper. He's a wonderful mover. He's just, you know.
Just happened to be the right
Yep.
combination.
Yeah. Now ask for lengthening a little bit. Don't let your reins get long or your hands get wide. That's silly.
I know you want to stretch your head, but you can't.
Right spur. Left leg. There. That's better. He's a little bit happier there, huh?
Well, strictly use of paint, but in practice he's pretty much
And so he's full paint or he's half paint, half thoroughbred?
he was
Use that right rein to keep him together.
But the mother paint was predominantly thoroughbred like herself.
Okay.
So
Right rein. Oh, you just threw your right rein away, which is why you lost that contact. You just yeehawed.
They've worked so hard on his trot to canter transition so that he doesn't throw his head.
Yeah,
And she's finally gotten that.
yeah. And I'm not expecting perfect rides right now. It's the
No,
first
I
time on a
know.
horse, so it's
No,
just
I
like,
know.
but yeah, no, I'm glad that I've spent the time. Why don't you come back to the trot and organize him in the trot? I think it'll be easier that way because the canter's a bit, it's smooth to ride. Oh, quit yanking.
Yep. Sorry, buddy.
I need to videotape myself more so I can give myself my own flat lessons. Oh, press off that right leg, hold him in the right rein. There. That's better. Now, keep your right shoulder back. Maintain the contact on the right. Oh, your hand is low. Of course he's going to throw his head up if your hand's low. Press off the left leg, right rein. Now canter. Oh, not yet. Do you feel how you're pulling in your hands a little bit?
Yeah.
So raise your hands, shorten your reins, and don't let your hands get low because that's when you start pulling. That's when I start pulling. Press off the left. There. Now. Good. Much better. Gentle. Why is your right hand out there? Press him and take him on the right rein. Half halt right. You're.
Let my reins drop as soon as he picked up the canter.
Yep. And you leaned your shoulders over your knees and just kind of floated along. You're gonna have to raise your hands, dear. Yeah, straight line from elbow to bit. Yeah. Just something else to work on a little bit. Oh. That's where those under muscles are helping him out quite a bit. Here, stay down and long in your leg.
That is very sneaky.
Yeah.
Shorten your reins.
Drowned in the sand, I think.
I don't think it's that deep over there. I think he's just figuring her out, and I think his default is to just drop out. You know, and that,
He always just, yeah.
has he ever done that in a dressage test?
You know, Grace's really figured him out.
Yeah.
And it took her a while, but she really figured him out.
Yep. Right rein.
Sarah generally did okay. Yeah, she scored a little better, but
Half halt right.
he has
There.
a very fine touch.
I like that he does get stressed, but when you come back, he also comes back really nicely.
Yes. Yes. It's, remember Wally?
Yeah.
Kind of that same, I don't like what you're doing now, but as soon as you fix it, I'll be better.
Yeah, he's very forgiving.
Clearly, he's happy now.
Yes. So see if you can leave him happy, but canter. Happy canter.
Happy canter. Think happy thoughts.
Up, sink forward and soften those elbows. He'll drop into your hand. Oh, you're leaning. You leaned at him that time. There, and just let him canter into your hand. Just keep your leg on. I think he'll soften into it.
Good boy.
Yeah, you just stay yourself. He'll put his face in the bridle when he's good and ready, I think. What does Joni normally say for trot canter transitions? What's her training methodology so that I can understand how I can make Charlotte help him understand? You know, like what Joni normally says to do in the canter, or what your daughter normally
very
says.
Well, I think very much what you're saying.
Okay.
You know, like just try to be soft in his mouth and riding from behind.
Yep, leg.
Drift up a little.
Yeah, it is deep there.
Well,
Out.
do you want me to keep trying on the canter?
Mean.
Because I feel like he doesn't quite know where his balance is, and because I don't know him.